Sega Studios Australia has been around for a number of years now. They're basically their background in strategy games, but have moved over into sports titles more recently with London 2012, the official video game of the Olympic Games. Olympic video games in the past have probably been guilty of having gameplay mechanics that are either too easy or too hard. The guys have really focused on trying to deliver some new experiences in that area. With the introduction of Move and Connect into the market, it's given this game a real opportunity to develop some innovative gameplay mechanics that would make the game more appealing to a much broader audience.
The scope of the Olympic Games is huge, and particularly with the creation of the assets, character-wise. We wanted to be able to create thousands of athletes to make sure that we could create them at high fidelity, but also create a lot of variation. Obviously, you're limited on performance, so you need to find a way to make it believable, but also incredibly fast. And 3ds Max was a perfect tool for taking that work and getting the result that we wanted. The fidelity we have on some of the athletes is quite phenomenal.
We actually had a range of different characters, from a weightlifter to a vault female who's short and skinny. It was very tricky to create a common ground for a single animation system to provide muscle systems with similar logic across them using Max. We had a custom cat rig. On top of cat, we had our own muscle system where we evaluated expressions using the expose transform options in Max, and we added script controllers to these transform bones. And on top of this, there was a layer of tension-driven normal maps. How we did that was made a 10-state normal map and displayed it on the muscles through MAS. Because Olympics was such a heavy character-driven pipeline, we decided to use motion capture for the body and face animations.
We motion captured every single event uniquely.
After capturing the data, we transfer it into Motion Builder, where the animators either sequence or stitch the animations, and we make a whole library of it. We had a case in high jump where the athlete runs and then jumps across the bar. This could not be mocapped in one take, and we used the stitching tools in story mode to actually stitch this animation to make it one seamless animation.
Most of our content creators for animation, they're quite happy just moving through Motion Builder. But we also accommodate for moving that data into 3ds Max.
We use the FBX format to transfer animations from Motion Builder to Max. It's almost like a plug-in, plug-out format. It goes into different softwares. A few animators even chose to animate in Maya at times. So FBX was very handy.
There's about 48 different events within the game.
So with this, we had to make a large amount of environments, which were all very unique in their own way. We had very large outdoor environments, and on the other end of the spectrum, we had very small interior environments that required a different mindset and a different way to approach and construct them. One of the hardest things to look at was how we light it and present each venue. We decided upon using Autodesk Beast for our lighting solution. We would start with 3ds Max to set up the basic geometry and materials. With our material editor, we were able to control things like bounce lighting, shadows. It allows us to do ambient occlusion passes and get from a concept of lighting to a final solution where all the shadows are baked into the level, and then we can push that into the engine and get it into the game. We've enjoyed the kind of simplicity of editing lights in real time, seeing the results straight away, iterating it really quickly.
For not just front-end menus, but all the in-game UI, HUD elements, pop-ups, the little dialogues and the bells and whistles that bring a game more alive. And we use Scaleform. Scaleform allows you to leverage a really mature tool set in a way that's intuitive for graphics designers. The fact that you author in Flash is the key. Anything in a game, its quality comes from the ability for the content creators to iterate and polish that content. Many companies don't have the luxury or time to tackle these kind of solutions, so as a middleware solution, Scaleform is kind of a perfect fit.
We're exceptionally proud of the game we're delivering. There's no question it's going to be the highest quality Olympic video game to date, and that's something that we've strived towards from the very outset of this project.